This is the process shot. I'm Michael, I'm reviewing a movie, and I'm not sure what I just watched. Munchies is a science fiction comedy film directed by Tina Hirsch, released back in 1987, which is a transparent attempt to capitalize on Gremlins, which I've never seen, but still. Anyways, Munchies follows a teenager named Paul who, along with his father, discovers a strange alien creature in the ruins of a Mayan temple. Taking it home in the hopes that the discovery might save their house, it is stolen by his father's greedy twin brother, Cecil, so that he might be the one to buy their land. The alien proves to be a nuisance, but after it multiplies, it becomes a danger to anybody who might cross its path. And so it becomes a chase between Paul and his girlfriend Cindy against Cecil and his wife Melvis to find the aliens, wherever they might be wreaking havoc next. To say that this movie has a story is a bit of an exaggeration. There's a premise, and there's a series of events, but there is hardly a narrative through line that is followed out. After the first act or so, when the aliens escape, it drops the established storyline and just follows a more simple pattern. The aliens go somewhere. They cause trouble. The humans arrive. They try to fight back. The aliens run off. This is repeated a few times over, with the only other element being the reveal that Cecil is involved in dumping toxic waste, a thread that comes out of nowhere and subsequently goes nowhere. It feels tacked on, as if they needed an excuse for a scene to take place in a factory around the end of the film, which does happen. Speaking of feeling tacked on, somehow Munchies manages to make the set pieces and camera work feel like a second thought. It's all so uninspired, focused less on trying to at least be entertaining to look at, and more on just making sure you can see whatever it is that's being filmed. Within the cinematography, there's no definitive sense of scale between the aliens and the human world, and color-wise, there's little to differentiate anything from each other, or emphasize a certain object, or at least make the environment look somewhat lively. There's maybe one or two sets that are able to embody the idea of a set designer being present during the film's production, but even so, it happens once and then never again. If there's any sign of effort, it's probably in the design and puppetry of the titular Munchies, which I just realized are only referred to as Munchies once or twice, and then never again. The actions of the Munchies and the special effects involving them are pretty much the only highlight of the film. At the very least, they don't accidentally show any actual puppetry gear, unless I miss something. In any case, the Munchies alone are hardly enough to save the film. Admittedly, the movie does manage to keep a focus on the chase after the Munchies, rather than pretend to have a deeper emotional plot line. The movie knows that it's a ripoff of Gremlins, and doesn't try to be anything more than bait for people who don't know better, which the story reflects well enough. But even with this in mind, it still had room to at least look like it tried, or be something with a visual flair or appeal. Something to bring this above late-night TV filler. Munchies. Tina Hirsch, 1987. 1.5 stars. I don't recommend this at all. That's it for the review. Like and comment if you want. Subscribe for more reviews. I need to lie down for a while.